In this video, we're going to talk about what neediness really is. And at the end of the video, we're going to explain how to shift being needy into having our needs fulfilled, step by step, how to do this. So stay tuned until the end of the video. Now, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Maro, and I'm the founder of Awakening Games. And I will be posting under every description box, because I'm creating courses at the moment, which I call game shops, so that you can actually have assistance through guided meditations that go into the subconscious to shift the game around, right? So any programmings and limiting beliefs and trauma that we might be, for some reason, keeping in our subconscious and actually keeping it and projected in our reality, we go through these courses, which I call game shops, to go and shift them around. And we do this together. So if there's specific content that you want or specific courses, please reach out and let me know. Also, if this content resonates with you, please subscribe, like and share, and comment below for anything more that you would need or want. So let's go into the video now. Being needy is basically getting stuck, positioning ourselves in the victim position in the drama triangle, calling out, please save me, to a potential savior, okay, and a potential villain of the drama triangle. So whoever is not able to save us, or they might be able for some time and then they won't, they will certainly become our villain of our narrative, and we are still stuck in the victim position, waiting for the hero to come from our outer world. Being needy is also wanting to outsource anything it is we're needing, while we are totally absent and irrelevant of what it is we're saying we're wanting. So we remove ourselves from the equation of fulfilling any of our needs. So neediness, yeah, the moment we are doing this, we are not aware, right, that we are wanting to control the outcome, control other people, control our outer world, because we are not trusting to let go and allow to receive. So if we are needy, there's a big chance we're not receiving, because neediness is a really ingrained fear that is so subconscious and not obvious, I should say. So when we're needy, we're actually wanting to be validated, right? We're wanting not to get hurt, not get rejected. We're defensive to any sort of pain. Whereas in reality, that's a survival mindset. Whereas in reality, when we are surrendering and allowing to receive, we are more in a growth mindset state of beingness. So we have a growth mindset when we are more open to receiving, which means we are more embodied. Neediness comes from a place where we condense our physical bodies, we shut down, we withdraw, we close, we defend ourselves. We either defend ourselves, right, creating villains on our outer world, or we wait like a duck, we wait for the savior. And so then we wait, and then we condense, we defend ourselves from our reality. So if we are needy, chances are we're not receiving and we're not fulfilling our needs until we start doing what I'm going to share with you now. So the first way to shift this game around is first to understand that we are needy. Actually, the course I'm creating right now is about neediness and boundaries and how to fulfill our needs. So it's going to be an in-depth course that I will be sharing with you and posting the link into the description box. So stay tuned for that. So yes, so how do we shift this, right? Now, in order to shift neediness, we would need to first be aware, be honest that we are needy. And being needy means I am wanting someone on my outer world to take away the pain and fill up the void and give me love. So what the Buddha called suffering, right? That we chase love and we resist pain. Neediness means we expect somebody else to save us from our suffering. And we don't want anything to do with it because we don't believe that we can do it. This is the reason why we are needy. So because we are unwilling, we don't know how, we don't have the tools, or if we do, maybe they're not working, or maybe they need time, I don't know. So we are not confident, we don't trust in our ability to save ourselves, to fill up our voids, and grow through triggers, which is pain, and process pain and grow through and from it, right? We're not confident. And because this is very painful to admit, actually when we allow to feel this truth, it's actually very liberating because we actually grow through the process. But until we get there, we are not wanting to face this. It's kind of uncomfortable. And so the way we can do it is wanting to feel needy. There's a bit of shame there too, right? So maybe we have shame and feeling needy, but you see the problem is that if we don't allow to be needy, we cannot heal it. So, you have to make a choice whether it is better to hide from shame so that we're never needy. Everybody is. There's just some people that have embraced their neediness and they've grown through and from it, and they would never judge neediness as wrong. These people that have integrated neediness would never judge anybody being needy. They would have compassion and empathy. The ones that are struggling with their own neediness, however, they're gonna judge you. They're gonna shame you. They're gonna be bothered by your neediness. They're gonna be feeling that you're a burden to them, right? Because you're needy. But they're suffering and struggling from the same problem that they haven't solved yet. And maybe they're expressing it, in the same way you are, or the opposite. So some people are constantly needing, right? And they're expressing it, and the other ones are needing constantly, but they're suppressing it. They're not expressing it. So it's the same thing, though. It's the same wound. Both unintegrated parts of themselves are just being either suppressed or projected, which is the drama, dynamic again. So being needy, right, is something that needs to be okay to be felt. And if we're not okay with it, maybe we're not ready yet to be okay with it because we prefer to hide from shame than to risk to feel shame and therefore risk to get our needs fulfilled. So what we would want to do is we would want first to allow to feel the defense mechanism that we have on top of being needy, right? Wanting, needing, right? There's this shame on top. So we would want to start allowing to see what this narrative is saying. So what is the story saying? And we are keeping shame as a, like it's the top of the box, keeping it like boggled up. Neediness, we're like trying to control it, right? By not wanting it to be there. So if we allow shame, that's the first step. How about if it's okay to be needy, desperate, and all these uncomfortable, because we might be judging it as pathetic. People don't want to feel this, but how about if what is keeping us from feeling through and from shame and freeing ourselves through shame, it would be okay to feel all those other things that we're trying to defend ourselves from ever exposing to other people, like I would never want anybody to see me and judge me as shameful or needy or desperate or puny or small. I mean, this is the ego talking. what would happen. The ego thinks it's gonna die if somebody sees us through those filters. You know, it's very courageous actually to be okay to feel through and from that. So that's the one layer. And then to be needy, right? How about if we allow to feel how it feels to be needy? How about if we allow it and be present within our body? To allow that and just be present here in this very uncomfortable place, and just be we are able to be present and see us in this place. If we are able to be needy and also stay here while being needy without wanting to, you know, distract ourselves, but being here, then the more we are able to do this, the more we're integrating neediness. And a person who's integrating neediness is healing neediness and is becoming more and more empathic. But actually, that's the beginning of fulfilling our needs. Allowing to feel the shame, feel the void of needing something and not knowing how to fulfill it, right? Being present. This is how we start tuning into the version of ourselves that fulfills our needs. And the more we allow to not know how to fulfill our needs and allow to feel through the uncomfortable sensations in the body, feelings and emotions and thoughts, you know, those narratives that shame us, the more we grow through survival to growth mindset. And therefore, that's how the mind starts following the heart and connecting to the body, right? That's how we become alignment from within. I hope this video helped. Let me know if there's more you want to know about neediness.